Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to All For United. We are here with another team news reaction. The biggest game of the season to date. Manchester United versus Liverpool. We are top of the table. Liverpool are second. I cannot think of a bigger moment. Everyone who's joining with us, make sure to go to youtube.com/All For United. Get in the comments, hit that like button, hit that share button for us real quick, and join the movement. Like I always say, you guys know how I'm coming. I always start my pre-match show with my guy, Neil Burton, man. How are you doing?
Very good. Just been for a nice walk down the beach. Blooming freezing, but ready to go.
Awesome. Let's get right into it. I'm so excited for this matchup. We have over 125 people with us. youtube.com/All For United. Hit that like button. Everyone join the comments. I am so excited for this. Neil, this is a big match. This is a huge match. I am apprehensive. I can't lie. You know how I feel. I'm an NFL guy. Yesterday, my team lost. I was heartbroken, but I got to look forward to this game. This is the biggest. This is a huge match. And if we can go 6 points level today, I mean, who would have predicted anything like that? Neil, how are you feeling leading up into this match?
I'm actually quite confident, to be honest. Just had a bit of back and forth on the writers' chat on All For United, and I'm actually confident. We deserve to be in this position. We've been playing well. We've got some consistency, and I just think, I'm not worried about us. I've never been that worried about us going to Liverpool. Historically, we've always had a good record. I know it's the fixture all of our fans look for every year. It's the first two I look for: Liverpool, Cesspool away, Cesspool at home, and I'm quite confident today. They've got some injury issues. I just hope Ollie goes for it. I'd applaud him for going for it.
No, I agree. I think if you do, I have a feeling that he's gonna be a little apprehensive. I don't think he's gonna park the bus by any means.
Oh God,
I don't think he's gonna be as gung ho as we would like, which is probably smarter. I think he's thinking the logical way. This is still a good football team. This is still a team that can hit us on the break. They still have amazing top class players up front. You have to be cautious. I'm interested to see what this lineup is gonna look like in the next couple of minutes. Very interesting to see. Who do you think is a must start? Like we cannot afford to miss in this game.
I'm gonna get slaughtered for this, but I think Pogba's a must start because he's been playing well, and while he's playing well, while he's seems to have a bit between his teeth, I think he should go for it. And I've been, I've given him as much stick as probably anybody's given him stick, but you can't deny he's playing well. I'd probably go with two guys, one holding midfielder and Bruno and Pogba, and then the three fast lads up front, and just go for it. I'd play Greenwood, Martial. I think this could be a big game for Greenwood. If Matip's not playing, I'd expose the fact that they haven't got a centre-half partnership and Jordan Henderson in there, and obviously Milk turned quicker than him.
No, that's a great point, and I love this is why I love Neil Burton. Very objective, gives his thoughts the right way. I think Paul Pogba should start too, and there's a lot of back and forth about if he should start. I think on our lead up game, our pre-match show, our Liverpool preview, our Manchester United versus Liverpool preview. I saw Mark Biggs in the comments, who will be joining us very soon. He thought Mark would start today. But I was saying, man, I think he has to, and I think Mark was sharing that same sentiment. But he thinks Ollie might rest him or bring him in later in the game. But I think when you're on that good of form and you're playing discipline, which is what we haven't seen from him at all times, and that's in the center of the park. He's so disciplined. I think you just have to rely on that quality that he has in the final third. I completely agree with that. Defensively, do we see Lindelof today? I mean, there's been big talks about that. How do you feel about Lindelof versus Bailly today?
I think I'd personally probably going to be Bailly. I mean, I've always been a fan of Bailly. I mean, the trouble is sometimes his second touch is a yellow card.
Right.
But I'm a big fan of because of his pace, and therefore, if Maguire does get exposed, you've got Bailly on the cover, and he's quick. So if he can stay on his feet, then I think I'd go with Bailly, and I wouldn't risk Lindelof. I mean, this is one of the games of the season where there's no real need for much of a team talk. You just wind the players up and let them go. But just pick the right 11 to start with. I mean, my team's the team I would pick, my 11 would be quite aggressive and go for it. Because we're a better team. We're a better team on the front foot.
No, I agree. We are a better team when we are on the front foot. It's going to be difficult for us to get a foothold in the game if they are able to play their midfielders the way they want. If Henderson plays in midfield, if Wijnaldum plays in midfield, if Thiago plays in midfield, that's still talent. Even though they have Fabinho at the back and they rather have him in midfield, we need players. In my opinion, I think Fred and McTominay are going to play today. And, most people think, oh, yeah, we need that energy in the middle of the park. And I agree with that. But I think we need possession-based players today. People are saying Matic shouldn't play today. I think Matic should play today just because we need someone who can keep hold of the ball and make it difficult for Liverpool at some stage in the game. He might slow the game down, yes, but he gives us something that, the other lads don't have. Is the team news out? I got to make sure that I'm on schedule here. Let me make sure I didn't miss the team news really quickly. But no, how do you feel about Matic playing today, Neil? Give me your thoughts on that real quick.
No, 2 games in a week I think is hard for Matic. I'd only play one holding midfielder and play Bruno and Pogba in there. I'd play McTominay or Fred, either one. They're just as good as each other. He might play, and I'd play the front 3, like I said, Martial, Rashford, Greenwood. I know Greenwood needs a good game, and I think this could be the one that gets him going. He's a, I know he's not born and bred in Manchester, but he's a Manchester lad.
Right. No, I agree. Well, let me not say I agree. I should say I see your point. You pointed out something about
go for it.
You pointed out the Matic thing. One, I know Ollie's never like that thought process of playing Bruno Pogba and then playing a holding midfielder makes a ton of sense to me. It's not Ollie's preferred formation, but it seems as if us as fans want that. Let's get in the comments real quick. Let's get in the Matip might start today. That I heard that.
That's fine. He's not all that.
Yeah, Mark's preferred. Is this the 11? This is okay. This is what Mark says he believes he should pick.
Mark, look at Mark's picture there. He's a good-looking lad, isn't he? I mean, just changing the subject for a minute.
Yeah, beautiful guy. Everyone make sure to go to youtube.com. youtube.com/all4united. Somebody on whoever is on YouTube, let me know how many likes we have. Let me know how many people are watching. I'm going to hit the like button really quick. I still have Neil Burton for a couple more minutes, really quickly. I have him for about 2 more minutes. Neil, give me your score prediction. I know you said you're not worried about the game. Wow. Just like that.
Yeah,
too.
No
first goal.
No messing.
First goal.
I'm not feeling nervous. I probably will be when the game starts. But I'm not feeling nervous at the moment. I rate our chances. I like our squad. We've been playing well. We've earned the right to go to Liverpool and win.
No, I agree. I still have wow. Everyone, get your thoughts in the comments as well. We have 6 people watching. Let's get this up to at least 15 people, 15 to 20 watching. We're on pre-match for the Manchester United versus Liverpool show. I do like that 2-0. I think that's a realistic scoreline. I could see that happening very easily. Very, very easily. I am not shocked about it at all. Quick out the blocks there. Completely agree.
The first one,
yes. Everyone who's in the comments, let me know what your score prediction is. Neil predicted a 2-0. I will give you a shout out if you post your score prediction. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Neil, I appreciate you as always. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Love you, buddy.
Always a good time. When I'm doing pre-match, you're always going to be the first guy on my show. Of course, as always, man.
Cheers, man.
Yes,
Bye-bye.
sir. Yes, sir. Take it very easy. Guys, we are not done. We have Mark Biggs coming on in about 10 minutes, and then I have my guy, Hammer United, coming on right after him to get the team news reaction. We're still waiting for that right now. But everyone, make sure, if you are watching on Twitter, if you're watching on Facebook, make sure to go to youtube.com/all4united. youtube.com/all4united. My guy Hammer says, I can't tell you. Of course you can't tell me, bro. You're coming on the show. That's funny. What else? I'm gonna repost this really quickly, guys. Everyone, what are your thoughts on the lineup? I hope he plays. Let me list the lineup I would like to see. I would like to see obviously the hand goal, obviously AWB at right back. I would like to see Baye today as opposed to Lindelof, even though Lindelof is my favorite center back at the club. I think Baye is in great form, and when somebody's in great form, you have to ride that wave. I'm a big believer in riding someone when they're in good form. Look at City right now. Laporte can't get a game because Stones and John Stones is playing well, and he can't get a game because of that. So I think we should do the same thing with Eric Bailly. Is the lineup out? Is the lineup out, guys? Let me see that really quickly. The lineups might have dropped and I missed it. Yep, lineups confirmed. Let us see it. Let us see it. Let us see it, everyone. Let us see it. Wow. Okay, I am completely satisfied. Wow. Okay, so in goal is David De Gea, right back Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Victor Lindelof starts today at right center back, so Eric Bailly gets dropped. Harry Maguire starts at left center back. Left back is Luke Shaw. Fred and McTominay as our double pivot. No shocker there. Paul Pogba playing left side of midfield. Bruno Fernandes playing as a his normal number 10 role. Rashford playing on the right, and Anthony Martial is up to the bench today. We have Van de Beek, Matic, Greenwood, Dean Henderson, Tuanzebe, Cavani, Alex Telles, Mata, and Eric Bailly. What a strong bench. I am so excited for this game. Let me post this really quickly before I share my thoughts. The lineups are out. Yes, 1 second, guys. Stay with me. Come with me. Come. 1 second. 1 second. Everyone stay with me. Get your thoughts in the comments, y'all. Everyone get your thoughts in the comments. I don't mind Cavani off the bench. I'm happy with Martial, of course. Yeah, no Baye. I respectfully disagree with you. I was not saying that. That's funny. 1 second. This is taking forever. 1 second. Yep. How are you dropping? Ashley Bird says, how are you dropping Baye today? Don't see how Lindelof is the better option against the long ball. Yeah, I mean, I think Baye should have started today. But that being said, I think Victor Lindelof is our best center back personally. Everyone thinks I'm crazy for that. I think he's the best ball-playing center back we have, quite easily, in my opinion. And I don't think he lets us down the way people make it seem. Like he is pretty steady. He is pretty consistent. I do think that we will be fine at the back. Hammond says, yes, Baye should have started. He's in form. I agree. But that, again, I'm not worried about this. I think he picked a balanced side. I think he picked a safe side. You know what I'm saying? And I think we're good. I think we're going to be okay. In 7 minutes, Mark Biggs is going to be joining me to share his thoughts. I'm so excited for him to jump on. I might let him in a little bit early. Because I'm itching to hear what his thoughts are. Ashley Bird says, I don't hate Lindelof, but Maguire looks better next to Baye. 1,000% agree with you. And styles make fights, and I think center backs make there's certain center backs that fit better with others. Like, I don't think Victor Lindelof and Harry Maguire fit that well. I do think Eric Baye would fit well with Victor Lindelof and or with Harry Maguire. I think it would be the same thing. Like, if we see Eric next to Victor, we would be seeing the same production as we're seeing with Harry next to Victor. But that being said, I genuinely think it's not a big deal. Like, everyone who's I'm sure I haven't checked Twitter. I'm sure everyone's freaking out right now. Calm down. Like, we have been playing well. You got to, I can't believe I'm saying this, but you have to trust the manager on this one. You know what I'm saying? Like, just trust him. He hasn't let us down in a while. But yeah, no, I think he did the right thing today. I'm completely satisfied with that lineup. I would have liked to see Matic, but hey, we move. I'm letting Mark Biggs in right now. He's going to be joining me right in a second. My guy, Mark Biggs, how are you doing, bro? Give me your thoughts on this. Actually, first of all, how you doing, bro?
I'm very well. Can you hear me okay? I'm a bit
Yeah, I can
concerned
hear
about my mic today.
you.
Good, good,
You,
good.
you
I'm
sound great.
good, mate. I'm very pleased with the lineup today. Obviously, I put in a comment earlier. I thought it would be that formation. I am surprised to not see Bailly start, but we do know that Ollie's preferred to ultimately is Lindelof and Maguire. I'm also surprised. I think Martial would do a good job today. I do love him as a player, and I think that perhaps him and Rashford could be the players to get at their defence. You know, they're for the taking today. But I would have liked to have seen Cavani start. I feel that if you've got Cavani, who's a totally different player to Rashford or Martial, he could cause some all sorts of problems and different problems. Whereas Martial and Rashford will kind of do the same thing. So I was just surprised not to see him start today. You know, he's had some time out. He's played pretty well every game. Martial's obviously gained a little bit more confidence. And I'm not disappointed either way. But it's been a very bizarre week, isn't it? It's nice to go the whole weekend without being perhaps disappointed, but you want to see your team play. And obviously the biggest match day in England
No, yeah,
and one of in Europe. And it's given me all sorts of emotions. I've been incredibly excited. I feel I've said on a couple of shows recently that I really feel that they are there for the taking. And whilst we aren't always 100% convinced by United, you know, they've done brilliantly, but there are times when they still have a bad half or they play poorly or whatever and then seem to grind out a win, which is fine. We don't want to do that today.
no,
But I do feel that Liverpool are there for the taking, and I've been incredibly excited about this. This is the first
yeah,
time, probably in about 3 or 4 years at least, probably since Fergie, really, where I've been incredibly excited, apprehensive, nervous, and anxious at the same time.
no.
But
I
yeah, I
feel,
can't wait. I can't wait to see it. It's going to be good.
yeah, no. Let me actually quickly look at Liverpool's lineup. I didn't announce it. So in goal is
I
Allison,
haven't seen it either.
Jordan Henderson at center back, Fabinho at center back. Interesting. Two midfielders playing center back today. We should get at them. Robertson at left back, Thiago, Wijnaldum, and Shaqiri as a midfield three, and then we have Roberto
So
Firmino.
Matip's
It's
not even
Shaqiri.
in.
Wow.
That's good. They are
Yeah,
there for the taking today.
yeah, yeah.
Seriously.
This,
And they
this
they
is
do it
fast.
in order. It's different to ours, isn't it? They do it in order of where they're playing. So yeah, so Henderson and Fabinho are at the back.
Yep, and then
Fabinho, I like him. I think he's a very good centre back actually as well.
yeah, no, he is a good
But
back
Henderson
at center
is
back.
is poor, and I was really expecting. I was having a chat with some boys, Liverpool fans, the other night, and they were led to believe that perhaps Matic would be in the team. Not Matic, sorry, Matip would be in the team. Um, and he was sort of playing sort of some mind games. So I'm really surprised not to see him anywhere near it. He's not even on the bench. With that being said, we have got to start on the front foot. Their defence, Alexander Arnold, defensively, not great. Robertson, defensively, okay. Fabinho, very good, but he has not got the right partner next to him, and Henderson is not good as a centre back. He's okay
Okay.
defensively as his midfielder position, but not as a centre back. And we have got to go at them today.
Let's,
They are
let's
certainly there.
let's discuss that real quick. Let's real quick. Everyone, get in the comments. We just listed out this Liverpool side. It could be a 4-2-3-1 to match us up. It might. I could potentially see that. Right now it's listed as a 4-3-3. But I agree. I completely agree with you, Mark. This is very very fascinating. I think that having two midfielders as center backs, I think we need to go at them specifically Anthony Martial.
Yeah.
Specifically Anthony Martial. He has to look at them and say, he's so great at holding up the ball, he should be offended that Jordan Henderson, thinks he could, battle him in that way. He should turn, face him, beat him, no hesitation. Same thing with Paul Pogba on the left. Paul Pogba on the left facing Alexander Arnold. He's too little. He's too little for him. I mean, come on now. Way too little for him. And I'm excited to see
He's
Paul.
he's played some very good games on the left, up the front three there, and I'm really pleased to see him there today. I thought that if you're gonna accommodate both Bruno and Pogba. Obviously, you can do that in many ways, but their best way more recently has been Pogba further up on the left, and I really hope he causes Trent some issues today.
Yeah.
I'm really happy with the team. I just hope we start on the front foot. We really need to go at them. I know I've repeated
Yeah.
myself so many times, but
Real quick,
that's important.
There's a couple of things that I look at the team like. I'm also, like you said, I'm very pleased with the team. I would have started Cavani personally.
Yes.
Calling a spade a spade. I would have started Cavani up top and put Martial. Like, again, this is all in hindsight, so I'm not saying Ollie's wrong for this. Everyone who's watching, I would have put Cavani up top. I would have put Martial on the left, Rashford on the right. I would have played Pogba centrally, so we have, get a foothold in this, because Thiago, people forget that, Thiago hasn't really been in the mix. He's still trying to get back into form. That is a wonderful football player. When I say before he joined Liverpool and broke my heart, that was literally one of my favorite footballers in the world. Like, I view him as like gold. So if he's in the midfield, picking passes out, and I want people who are in there that can match that type of energy, like, make him run around and get the ball. But I don't know. Do you think are you happier to see Pogba on the left? Would you have rather seen him in midfield? Let me know your thoughts.
I like him in midfield. I think on paper, statistically, the best win percentage we have is when we have Matic and Pogba in the midfield there, even in a double pivot. So I'm happy for him to play there, but I am more than happy to see him play on the left today. I think I said earlier, I'm not surprised to see the only two surprises for me, not surprises, but differences to what I said, was Bailly not starting. But we know, as I said earlier, he likes Lindelof and Maguire. And I would have had Pogba on the left, Rashford on the right, Martial on the bench, and Cavani up top. That would have been my front three. But that's okay. As I said, it's not all doom and gloom at all. Obviously, Ollie has picked the team. He knows better than us, and I'm still happy with that 11 for sure. So yeah, good. Good.
Let's get in the comments real quick. My guy, the legend himself, Joe O'Neill. Lads, where's Bailly? But other than that, no complaints. Start strong. Give them no inches and they'll take no miles. I completely agree with that. Who would have said it any better than the lovely actor himself, Joe O'Neill? Neil Burton says strong team from Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. We agree. You only play Bailly if you want to dominate play. With Lindelof, we will play to pounce on the counter. Interesting way to look at. I think I see what you're saying. Put your thought in the comment again, Brendan. I think I understand what you're saying though, and I would agree with that. Cavani as a super sub.
I think what he means is obviously Lindelof is probably our best ball playing centre back. So consequently,
yeah,
what it may be is that we were expecting him to perhaps go at us, which is a worry for me a little bit. And Lindelof is obviously one of the better men to be able to play out from the back. So with that in there, then that's what we may look to do. I hope that's not the case. I think we're just sort of running into trouble there if we allow them to come at us, because we know they've got probably the best front three in the league. Yeah, they might not have been brilliant recently, but they will step up for this game today. I'm absolutely sure of it. So we need to try and have as much damage limitation as possible.
Their record, that front three's record against us is relatively poor. I think I saw something about them the other day, like Salah, Mane. For me, like they haven't been great against us. In retrospect, I wish I had the number. I don't want to just spew out numbers, but to cut a long story short, that front three hasn't been at their sparkling best against Manchester United. I'm trying to think. Is this Bruno's first Liverpool game? Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. Is this Bruno Fernandes's? Is this his first Liverpool game?
I'm not sure, actually. I think that's quite a good question. I'd like to know.
I think this is Bruno Fernandes. This is his first Liverpool game, for sure. For sure.
Well, we just played them, hadn't we, in January, where we drew.
Yeah, and he
was that
on
the second time?
He wasn't in the team, yup.
No, he wasn't in the team. And then I don't know if we played them again. It's so far back now, isn't it?
We didn't play them post-lockdown. So, yeah, this is Bruno Fernandes' first.
Okay.
This is his first game against Liverpool. Let's talk about Bruno for a second. I thought he was he was pretty poor against Burnley. I thought he was pretty abject. I thought Rashford was pretty abject. But you can't drop him because of his quality, everything he brings to the table. I mean, he is undroppable. Talk to me about what you think he needs to bring to the table today. In my opinion, before I let you go, I think he needs to not overthink it today. Like, not like be on the front foot, but be on the front foot with a little more common sense. Like, don't play those over the top balls. If you look at a lot of Bruno's assists, it's always the simple pass. A lot of people think, oh, those long balls that he's playing. No. His assists are normally very simple. The assist to Pogba the other day, or against West Ham, or it's very, when he puts his mind to it, he can be one of the best midfielder in the world, and I want him to be that today. What do you think he needs to do to make an impact?
I think he's the best player in the league at the moment. And whilst he might have not played particularly well against Burnley, he didn't on that day, but he still creates something from nothing, even in games where he's a little bit absent. Now, I'm not sure I totally agree with you, Temi. I want him to be as creative as possible. I've said this many times before that when you are a number 10 like he is, and a phenomenal one, you're going to take a lot more risks, and that's what our team didn't do previously before he came in. Now, when you take a risk, as I've said before, it's a risk for a reason, and you're going to make mistakes. You're going to give the ball away, but I still want him to play and create as much as possible. And even if it's the simple passes or the over the top, that's absolutely fine with me. I feel that if we can try and hem him in a little bit and put him on the back foot, and he is going to be one of the pivotal players to do that, then by all means go for it. I'm not too concerned on how he does that. He will be able to create us things from nothing. And I just want him to do that. There's been a lot of talk about him not performing against the bigger teams. But I don't think that's necessarily true. Whilst his numbers aren't brilliant against the bigger teams, there's also been a lot of games where he hasn't played against those teams. But it would be nice for him to come in today, and I would love nothing more than to see Klopp be incredibly frustrated at something that Bruno may have done.
Yeah.
Whether that's a penalty or
Yeah.
something, that would be the absolute dream. But he's a phenomenal player.
That would be
Absolutely
absolutely
love him.
cool. No, I agree. I have you for a couple more minutes. I agree. I definitely see your point. Obviously, he is our engine. He is the person who creates for us. I just think that with a team like Liverpool, you want to eliminate as much time of them having possession as possible, because once you give it to them, it's going to be hard for us to get it back, and then that's when people start saying, "Oh, we're sitting back." I think I see your point, though. I definitely see your point. And Bruno's going to play well today. I'm predicting a Bruno penalty right now. I'm not even telling you my score prediction. Just stay. Oh, let's see. Ali says, strong team with protection. Expect to see a lot of work from Pogba and Bruno today. 100%.
Yeah.
Pogba definitely has to do his defensive work if we want to be successful today. Bruno will be very motivated today. He knows what this means to the fans, 100%.
But I think that this formation doesn't. I think this is why it's good for Pogba, and I think he's found perhaps maybe one of his better positions. He does need to obviously come back and contribute, but he's not in the two holding or in the midfield, so therefore he doesn't have to overexpose himself. And we've got McTominay and Fred there to do that job. Bruno will start tracking back as well, and we've obviously got Luke Shaw to do the same thing. So I don't think that puts any pressure on Pogba at all to have to come back and do any much defensive duties, yeah, as opposed to being in the middle. So I think that this is why he hasn't been exposed so much. He looks more of a flair player, which we expect him to be because he's further forward. A lot of the times, and the reason why we give him a lot of criticism is because when he sits in that double in the middle, he's not the flair player that we expect him to be, and therefore he won't get the numbers that we expect from his kind of name. But his numbers are better than Juve, and I've said this before. And yes, he hasn't lived up to expectation. But how can you put a figurative value on an expectation? What is an expectation? What did you expect? And I think that whilst he hasn't always been brilliant, he's been phenomenal the last few games.
Yeah.
That's because he's been playing further forward on the left where he likes, and he's become that flair player that we want him
I
to be.
agree. I agree. Before I let you go, Mark, score prediction and first goal scorer.
I've said many times this week, I think it's going to be relatively cagey. And my heart says 2-1, but my head says 2-2. And the reason why I say 2-2 is because I feel that our defence could be exposed, and I think that theirs certainly will. But 2-1, I'm going to go for today.
Okay. Hey, bro, I appreciate you so much. I just noticed we're wearing the same shirt. Like I literally just noticed that. That's hilarious.
I didn't clock that.
We're in sync. I love it. I love it, bro. But take it easy. I will talk to you very, very shortly, man.
Thank you very much, mate. See you soon.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Guys, everyone make sure to go to youtube.com/all4united and hit that like button for me. Do me a favor and hit that like button. If you do, I will show you guys my dog at post-match. Guaranteed. He's really cute, and his name is Bruno. So, yeah, everyone hit that like button for me. I'm going to let my guy, Hammer United, join me real quick. Hey, my guy, Hammer, what is going on, bro? What is going on, bro?
What's up,
How you doing, bro?
Up?
I'm doing good, man.
Good, man.
Give me your thoughts on this lineup.
Hey, man, you know what? I think other than Bailly, I'm not surprised. I think it's a very Ole lineup, right? Like I think Mark said, right? We know that Maguire and Lindelof are his preferred pair. So I'm not surprised by it other than Bailly, but the type of lineup, I had a feeling Fred and Scott were going to start just because of the way I'm assuming Ole is going to approach this game. And I'm really happy to see Paul in there. So, and also everybody's been talking about Cavani. I think you too said you would like him to start. I think with the way Ole's thinking, he's going to, if we need it, and probably whether or not we need it either way, he's going to bring Cavani on as a super sub.
Yeah, oh yeah, he has to. I completely agree with that. Pogba's playing, like Mark mentioned. He has sort of a freer role, but I think you underestimate the amount of. I think we're underestimating the amount of tracking back that him and Rashford are going to have to do today, because both of those fullbacks love to get forward. I mean, he's on the side with Trent Alexander-Arnold. Maybe Trent doesn't push as much further forward because he's playing midfielder at center back. Who knows? But I think we as fans in general, we underestimate the importance of our left wingers, even though they kind of play like midfielders in Ollie's system. Our left midfielders or right midfielders, how much they have to defend. Let's get in the comments. Have we finally found Pogba's most effective position? Mark says, I think so. Stuart, did you get the dog after Bruno's arrival, or is that a fantastic coincidence? I definitely got the dog yesterday, and he looks like a Bruno, so his name is Bruno. Yeah, you guys will see him real soon. Make sure to watch the post-match show. But yeah, no, I think Pogba playing on the left-hand side is it's really good. I personally like to see him in the center of midfield. I know people want him to put up these big numbers, but when he's playing in the center of the park, that's where we've seen him at his best for France. Obviously at Juve, he played in the left of a diamond, so it's a little bit different. It's essentially left midfield. He's so talented; he can kind of play anywhere. I'm just happy that he's in good form. He's putting his head down and going to work. Let's talk about how you feel about Liverpool's side today. What worries you the most about this team?
Well, I mean, I think Mark said it as well. The thing that you do have to worry about with this team, especially with the injuries and stuff that they have now, is that front three, right? They're a really potent front three, and they can hit you like that without you even realizing what happened. So that would be the three that I'm worried about, and I'm hoping with the defensive abilities of the guys in the back four, as well as the energy from Fred and Scott, that we'll be able to have some control over the three of them. But in terms of the team in general, I am I hope that our attackers are like foaming at the mouth at that center back pair.
No, yeah. Man, you know how I feel about Martial, bro. Like you already know how I feel about him. If he can't get on the score sheet today, man, I'm worried. I think there's like something deeper because
you know what it is though. I think he's sorry to interrupt you, but I think he's coming back into some of his confidence, because that shot, was it at Burnley, that curler that the goalie had to get to? he wasn't taking those, right? When his confidence was low, he was looking to lay it off to somebody.
Right. No, I agree. I definitely agree. I think for me, I always say goals aren't the end all be all. Like, you have to play well for 90 minutes. Like, he plays well. He does the simple things correctly. And I think a lot of people underestimate doing the simple things correctly because a lot of people don't do it well. And he does that well, but his form in front of goal this year has just been not great. It's not been great, but we're excited. I mean, I'm excited to see him play against this team. I'm excited to see Paul Pogba on the left-hand side against Trent Alexander-Arnold. Oh my God. Like,
I know you like basketball, man. He's gonna big man him. Like, he's not gonna be,
He's gonna kill him. He's gonna kill him. Like, he's too little for him. He's too little. It's like what can I say? It's like Anthony Davis up against like Chris Paul. Like, it's not about to work. Like, it's not about to work at all. Sorry for the basketball reference. I didn't mean to confuse you all. Would you have liked to see Rashford versus Trent and Fred Woodward says, would you have liked to have seen Rashford versus Trent and Henderson side, but can understand why we're going Palmer on the left? Honestly, I don't mind seeing I like the mismatch that we're gonna see with Paul. Like, it's a mismatch either way. Trent's gonna struggle either way, but Paul gets a free roll. Rashford still gets to play on as a winger. He's still going to cause problems for Robertson. I think Robertson's the best left back in the league, but I still think I think Rashford's good enough to cause him problems. And I think that center back pairing, I think we're going to do a lot. Fabinho's a good center back. Don't get it twisted, but he's not a number one center back, and he's not that. Is this channel and Ollie and this channel is nothing. This channel is
we're Man United winning.
Yeah, this channel is an objective show. There's no Ollie in or Ollie out agenda. We talk, we analyze the games, we give opinions. There's no such thing as Ollie in, Ollie out here. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can critique, we can you know what I'm saying, have good dialogue without that toxicity, and that's what we're trying to avoid here. I know I'll get stick for this, but I like Pogba in the CDM position with and maybe there's something missing. My guy Kagiso rewrite that and get someone like James on the wing with Pogba's ability to do Yeah, I don't want to see Dan James anywhere near this game. No chance at all. Brace from corner. Maguire brace from corners today. Run it, bro. If that happens, that would. I wonder what the bookies would say for Maguire to get a brace in this game. It must be like the odds.
Just to play devil's advocate and entertain him a little bit. I mean, shit, who's gonna mark him on corners? Fabinho?
That's a great question. That's a great question. The comments are booming right now. We really don't engage. Yeah, no, 100%. We engage in objectivity. Complete objectivity. I know Trent will struggle against Pogba. 100%. You said it perfectly. We fully back our manager, also being respectfully. Yeah. I mean, listen. I don't have this is not the time to have this discussion. I'll have this discussion at a later date. Look forward to a Q&A show soon, guys. I've been loafing on that, but look for. I'm gonna talk about that more later. A late night Q&A show with just this guy. So stay tuned for that. But I'm gonna sign on in a couple minutes. Fred Wilbur says, "Sorry, I joined late today. Why do you think Ollie dropped by? Makes no sense." Yeah, no, I mean, I feel like I saw this coming. With all due respect, I did see this coming. Like, if you're shocked,
I think he went for comfort. He went for, okay, that's my trusted two. It's a big game. That's who I'm going to go with.
Yeah, I mean, I hope it doesn't come back to bite us because I love my guy Lindelof, and I hate the stupid comments I see when things go wrong. I'm just like, you guys are just annoying. Like all of Twitter, all of you are annoying. But yeah, it's whatever. We move. I got you for one more minute, bro. Give me your score prediction.
I'm probably gonna go 2-1. I think people have been saying it might be a cagey game, and I think it might be for a certain amount of time, but I think at some point it's gonna open up, and I think we're gonna get him with the 2-1. And of course, like I've been saying, I want to see head spins, more specifically Klopp's, if we get to a late penalty there.
That would be bliss. Honestly, I'm gonna keep my prediction. I said it on our match preview. I predicted a 3-2. Like I know like I usually don't predict high scoring games. Like that's not in my nature. But there's just something in my brain that's telling me like this is about to be like a classic. I don't know what's happening. Like, like I remember when Ali was interim manager, we had like a stinky ass 0-0 the draw. We've had a 1-1 draw last year. Like it's just not, the games haven't been that great in recent times. There's something that's telling me like, bro, this game is about to be like wild.
You want to know what that is, man? That I want to add on to that is I think as much as I do think it might end up being a 2-2, but it does have the potential for what you're saying. And I think the reason it's getting added on to that is because it's United versus Liverpool at the top of the fucking table. Like that's another level type shit.
Yeah, backsides are tight on both sides. Backsides are tight on both sides. So I just think we're going to see mistakes. I think we're going to see goals. I think we're going to see our front players, hungry. I mean, this is exciting. As Special One says, this is watch along. No, we don't do watch alongs, but make sure to join after the show. After the match, we do a post match reaction. I'm going to be on the show. Karthik's going to be on the show. We have a couple other guests, big name guests that are coming with us. So hey, don't stay tuned. Stay tuned with us. Stay tuned with us. But guys, I'm going to sign off. We're going to sign off with my guy Hammer, bro. I appreciate you so much as always, bro. Really appreciate you, man. Appreciate you joining as a contributor, as a fan, man. Everyone, make sure to hit that like button. Hit that like button for us. Go to youtube.com/all4united. Hit that like button and drop some score predictions real quick. 3-0 United says Fahad. Al-Sager. And yeah, no, guys, everyone make sure to join this wave. Everyone make sure to join All for United. Let us have a good game. Have a good day. I need to chill out for a little bit before this game. And then be good to go. Yeah, no, everybody take it easy, and I will see y'all very, very, very soon.